The storyline related to the crack trade on the streets of Los Santos is the basis of the entire plot of the game, so to speak. We see the beginning of the whole thing during the introduction, which is a kind of prologue that introduces very smoothly to the events in GTA San Andreas. In turn, we witness the most important scenes regarding the crack trade in the game itself. Quite a few obscure things happen. More and more question marks appear, one of the biggest of which is Sweet's decision regarding the drug that will become the king of the street in the following months. My name is Hubson, and welcome to the next episode, in which we'll answer a frequently asked question. Why was Sweet so reluctant to enter the crack trade? Was it a good decision? And why did Sweet blindly follow his reasoning, not paying attention to Big Smoke's very accurate arguments? After all, let's be honest, in normal life, Sweet would have died almost instantly while being against Tenpenny, Vagos, and Ballas, and having such a weak gang. Even if he ended up in prison like in the game, he would still be killed there or simply spend the rest of his life behind bars. If it weren't for that CJ was a typical one-man army, and if it weren't that CJ was lucky enough to meet Mike Torino, rejecting the crack deal would have been the worst decision in Sweet's life. So let's get straight to the point. Why didn't Sweet want to get into the crack trade? Since he is a criminal, and not just any criminal, Sweet is a guy who has committed many terrible crimes. The aversion to crack is a completely incomprehensible issue when you look at it from the outside. Sweet was not against racketeering, robbery, theft, prostitution, or other drugs such as the PCP that Ryder was taking quite often. Sweet was not even against killing if only in his opinion it was justified. Moreover, just take a look at what we're going to talk about, because it's another hilarious line showing how stupid this guy is. Well, at a certain point in the game, we're talking about the moment when CJ saves Sweet's ass and gets him out of prison. Sweet is going to play the wise guy and gang leader again. He intends to come back bravely to rebuild the glory of families. Of fucking course. The glory that he lost twice, by the way. Once after Brian's death. That's when he couldn't pull himself together like the real man he portrayed himself to be. And then again after he made an irrational decision in the criminal world regarding crack. To sum up, after leaving prison, Sweet again shows what a big boss he is. Sweet, as you can see, still wants to go back to the hood. That was such a big struggle for him. The experiences were so sad that Sweet almost cried when talking to CJ on the phone. This caused Sweet to completely break down while in prison, losing all hope that his situation would ever change. His soul as a warrior, as Sweet had always been, burst like an overinflated balloon. Take a look for yourself. At first, when he was still in the prison hospital, he told CJ to do something.
Carl, it's me.
Sweet, what's going on, man?
And what the fuck you think is going on? I'm in the prison hospital, nigga.
I know. You all right?
Hell nah. You gotta do something, man.
I'm trying, man. I just gotta make sure Kendall's safe first.
Alright, man, I gotta go.
Don't worry, bruh. I ain't gonna leave you in there.
Soon after, even though CJ was trying hard to help him, Sweet teased CJ about what he was thinking, telling him that he wouldn't do anything and get him out of prison.
Carl, what's up? It's your brother.
Hey, what's up, man? You okay?
Not really. I'm stuck in a cell between two lunatics. And people keep trying to jump me. This shit ain't cool, partner. You looking after Kendall?
Nah, she looking after me.
Right. That's cool.
I'ma get you out of there, though, man.
No, you ain't, nigga. Who do you think you are? I'm in for life. I guess I've grown used to it now.
No, you not, man. I'm working shit out. Whatever it take.
That's a negative. I'm through hoping. Have a nice life, brother.
Hold on, man. I'm getting shit worked out for you. Just hang in there. Sweet. Shit.
Now, let's pay close attention to this passage devoted to how Sweet perceived reality, because it will allow us to debunk several theories that put Sweet in a very good light when he decides to refuse to enter the crack trade. This is worth mentioning because many people say Sweet didn't want to come into the drug trade because he had strong moral principles and was an honorable man. I explained this aspect quite clearly a while ago. What kind of morality can we talk about here if the guy doesn't care about drug dealing by his gang? He doesn't care about prostitution, racketeering, robberies, or murders. In short, if you commit a lot of other crimes and graciously decide not to commit another one, it does not make you a better person. Moral issues can also be rejected here. Well, unless Sweet was so dumb that he thought the decision made him the messiah of the entire LS. Moving on, there's the issue of Sweet allegedly wanting to look after his loved ones and generally keep his community safe. This is downright comical. What kind of security can we talk about in this case, since Sweet, by not getting involved in the crack trade, guaranteed his gang's certain death? Let me remind you that families disappeared from the map for some time due to this decision. Besides, what kind of safety can you provide when the leader constantly endangers his people in the battles for Los Santos? What kind of safety can you talk about when you recruit people, including your brother, to kill an important member of an enemy gang who always has solid security? Yup, we're talking about the Los Sepulcros mission. What kind of safety strictly for your loved ones can you talk about when you are the leader of a gang hunted by half the city? Such people will have no problem murdering Sweet's brother, wife, sister, or generally anyone close to him just to flush him out of hiding or make him do something stupid. Perhaps the best example of how much Sweet cares for his loved ones is the moment when he gets out of prison. Let's watch this cutscene again.
Hey man, we off to our new spot. We got a mansion, Sweet. We've been putting in work, and shit is going well. We got a stake in the casino. We got some insane shit in Fierro. We get into the rap game. Hey, man, let me get you some new clothes. Come on.
New clothes? Nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit? I need to go check on things in the hood. Man, that's the problem. You always a perpetrator, running from what's real.
Hey, man, shit's fucked up there. You don't want to be in the hood.
No, that's exactly where I want to be. What you done for our hood?
Man, what the hood done for me?
And just as we saw, Sweet had a choice. He could finally leave his criminal underworld and take care of his own family, make sure that no one is in danger, and still have a comfortable life in all this. Instead, Sweet chose to go back to the hood and continue recruiting his brothers into the gang, risking their own lives every day. Sweet again preferred to start more gang wars in Los Santos, leading to more street fights between families and the Ballas. He once again wanted to cause a bloodbath. He wanted all this fighting to be in full swing again, and for people belonging to his gang to die one by one during extreme gunfights. Therefore, we can also reject the theory of his alleged desire to take care of those close to him and his community in the ghetto. Some people also thought that Sweet was afraid of law enforcement, but it is another completely illogical point. How can you be afraid of the law and therefore not get involved in the crack trade, but at the same time not be afraid of it when you're taking someone else's life or getting protection money? To sum up, it can even be said that such an entry into the crack trade could prove beneficial in this matter. It would reduce violence in the city and guarantee greater safety for Sweet's family. And just to be clear on one note, drugs are evil. Nevertheless, we need to look at this matter a bit differently. This is not the world of average people who go to normal jobs or generally do something legal. In this case, entering the world of drugs seems to be an even better option. Just picture this. If Sweet had cooperated from the very beginning, he would have given his gang enormous development opportunities. The drug money would open up a lot of new possibilities for the families. The ghetto would become richer and richer, and thus the standard of living of each gang member would increase. Instead of running around the streets of Los Santos and killing each other, the crack trade could improve the quality of life of the local community. That's what Big Smoke was doing anyway, which we could learn about from the radio. Local entrepreneurs would finally not be afraid that gangsters would come at any moment, beat someone up, and show their pathetic strength again by aiming their rifles at the owner just to collect a few $100s of protection money. So after debunking several of the most popular theories, we come to perhaps one of the most probable ones, which we will discuss right now. It is a fact that Sweet grew up in such an environment. As an adult, he could not simply leave this lifestyle and try to live differently. Sweet was ignorant to change, and when the changes appeared on the horizon, he didn't want to use them to his advantage. Perhaps the funniest thing in all of this is that Sweet was right about how Big Smoke ended up. Big Smoke made a much better decision when it comes to the criminal way of life. Drugs have been beneficial in many respects. However, the people who began to use this money came from the dark side of Los Santos. Often, these were people with mental problems who tried to escape from the world in a very simple way. For example, by drinking alcohol and using drugs. Crack money may have reduced aggression on the city streets and there may have been fewer bloodbaths, but at the same time, it led to prosperity, which in turn only led to gang members losing values such as honor, dignity, patriotism, and generally following the motto, all for one for all. The only things that started to matter were chicks, drugs, mansions, fast cars, and sometimes becoming someone important, as the example of Big Smoke perfectly demonstrates. So as we can see, Sweet's stupid beliefs could have led to one big disaster. One stupid gangster who committed a lot of crimes pretended that entering into the crack trade would be a bad idea. bringing down his gang and leaving all the responsibility on his younger brother's shoulders. To see how many stupid decisions Sweet made during the events in GTA San Andreas, be sure to watch the video displayed on the left side of the screen. In the meantime, thanks for watching, take care, and see you soon.